Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Yesterday, September 14th, 2016, another day of Donald Trump headlines by the numbers. The two big stories yesterday were the remarks made about him by Colin Powell and also what happened to him in a black church in Flint, Michigan. Both of these stories were contrived propaganda. I'm going to show you why they were yesterday's headlines very quickly. So yesterday's date, it was a date with 59 numerology. And throughout history, 59 is a number stamped on black people in a very negative way. The word Negro equals 59, the word slave equals 59, the word blues equals 59, Belgian Congo equals 59. They say AIDS was discovered in Africa and the Belgian Congo in the year 59. The year 59 is also the year Motown Records came out. So yesterday, a date with 59 numerology, and we get these headlines about Donald Trump that have to do with his relations with black Americans. And just so you know, the way they coded this headline, Powell calls Trump a pariah, the headline has 101 gematria, a number connected to assassinations. There's all this predictive programming for a Donald Trump assassination, and I just document the ongoing coding in case it happens. With regards to the last presidential assassination, it was John F. Kennedy, a name in gematria that sums to 59. Notice that the word kill in Jewish gematria is 59. If we end up getting headlines about Donald Trump being assassinated, someone trying to assassinate him, just understand that it was always predicted in these propaganda news stories and coded many times over. Earlier this year in Las Vegas, supposedly someone from Britain tried to assassinate him. We'll see. So anyhow, moving on, Colin Powell, in his remarks, he talked about the birther stir that was started largely by Donald Trump at the beginning of the Obama presidency. The word birther, gematria 44, Obama the 44th president, another number connected to killing throughout history, the number 44. The word kill in simple English gematria is 44, and Jewish gematria is 59. Martin Luther King Jr. dead on 4-4. Malcolm X dead on a date with a life lesson number of 44. His assassin got 44 years in prison. So many people in history have died by this number 44, including the first president in office, William Henry Harrison. The first president to die in office was the 9th president, William Henry Harrison. He died on April 4th, just like Martin Luther King Jr. So Colin Powell, his birthday is April 5th. The date that we write is 4/5 in the U.S. That's a lot like the number 45. This is a race for the 45th president. And as always, when people are in the headlines, it's always in a significant amount of dates from their birthday. From Colin Powell's birthday to yesterday's headline was 163 days. Why is that relevant? Make America Great Again equals 163, what Donald Trump's been wearing on his hat. And look at the name gematria of the 44th president, Barack Hussein Obama, 163. The number 163 is the 38th prime number. The word change equals 38. Obama ran on hope and change. Hope equals 44, change 38. The word death also equals 38. Make America Great Again. Remember earlier this year on Easter Sunday, there was a Trump tombstone in Central Park in New York, and they changed the tombstone to say, Make America Hate Again. Another canned story by the numbers. Here CNN emphasizes the phrase, an international pariah. And in gematria, that has the exact same number as Colin Luther Powell, the full name of Colin Powell. Martin Luther King, Colin Luther Powell. All the names you know in this society through the television, through the media, they're the names of agents who work for this game. Colin Powell's not a good person. Donald Trump's not a good person. These are all sellout stooges that play their part. Colin Powell, big part of the reason we're still involved in needless wars in the Middle East. You know, all that propaganda about Iraq, none of it true. And it was clear from the day one that none of it was true. It was all bogus bullshit. Any American who started getting scared about what was going on in Iraq, a coward. And that's what we have here, a nation of cowards, believers, gullible sheep. I mean, think about how far Iraq is away. They are no threat to us. We have more military than the rest of the world combined in terms of dollars and technology. Not people, but you don't even need people this day and age. Crazy technology, crazy weapons. There's no threat to the U.S. The U.S. is a threat to the world. Here they need to keep the people scared so that they can go on with all their warmongering and bullying around the world. And, they need an excuse so that the people permit it. That's why we get all these lies about reasoning for war. So the other headline was Donald Trump in a black church in Flint, Michigan, which was hit with the water crisis by the numbers earlier this year. Headline, no politics in church. That gematria of 99 in the headline, it makes me think of Illinois, the state Hillary's from. Illinois equals 99. Donald Trump running as the stooge for Hillary. Again, this story on the same day with the 59 headlines, Donald Trump in the black church. CNN story, during a trip to Flint, Michigan, Donald Trump stopped at the Bethel United Methodist Church, but when his remarks turned political, the church's pastor stepped in. So the church name in gematria sums to 137. 137 is the 33rd prime number. 33 is the number of Freemasonry. Masonry equals 33, secrecy 33, order 33, federal 33. Number of Freemason obsession, it's also the number coded again and again in the race war. And Donald Trump, he's all about divide and conquer. Race, religion, sex. Donald Trump has something negative for everyone except for ignorant white males. That's pretty much the only group that Donald Trump hasn't criticized. He said he loves them. And that's pretty much the only group that supports Donald Trump. A lot of ignorant white males in the United States, all charged up on the Jewish Zionist propaganda that they worship through the mainstream media. Anyhow, 33 words. Race war 33, federal 33, Clinton 33, Clinton 33. So here's Donald Trump being confronted by the woman. This is all a stage scene. A place to dream has the same gematria as the word conspiracy. Probably a subtle reminder of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream. Donald Trump, the exact opposite of that. So the name of this woman, Faith Green Timmons, supposedly. Look at the name gematria of Faith Green Timmons. It sums to 88, just like Trump, just like program, just like poison, just like how for more than a year it's been nonstop Donald Trump headlines with the number 88 coded. Last week it was 88 retired generals support Donald Trump. On August 8th, Donald Trump released his tax plan. Tax plan equals 88. All year, I have no idea, honestly, how many videos I have on Donald Trump. I must have at least 40 at this point. All year, I've been showing how all of these contrived stories about Donald Trump, the same number coded again and again. Donald Trump, he is a stooge. His running for president, it's just a big joke on the people. His supporters, they really need to pull their head out of their ass. They are cheering for a stooge who takes orders from the Zionist Jews. And I get tired of how every time I make this comment, people come here and go, Donald Trump's not for the Zionists. Do you guys even know what Zionism is? Zionism is the support of Israel. Donald Trump's quote is, there's no bigger supporter for Israel than me. And who runs his campaign? Someone who's Jewish. Something I've documented several times. Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, every government officially we have in this nation, all Zionist stooges, because the United States of America is a Zionist Jew-run nation, always has been. That's why in this nation you're taught that you can't say anything bad about the Jewish people. Famous philosophers, they've told you before, if you want to know who rules over you, find out who you can't talk about. That's why nobody speaks out against the Zionists. They're who run the show, All these black people that speak out against, the oppressive force, they always say the white man, the white man. Well, the Jewish people, they look sort of white, but they're the Zionist Jews. They don't care about anybody but who's in their own gang. They don't even care about the rest of the Jewish people. If you're someone who's out there speaking against the white man, you better pull your fucking head out of your ass and wake up to who's really running the show. It's not Donald Trump the white boy. Donald Trump the white boy is just a little stooge, just like all the black stooges in the media as well. People such as, I can't even remember his name anymore. Who was the black guy running for president? The guy whose name equaled 59. Dr. Ben Carson, 59. Dr. Ben Carson, who separated the Binder twins at the head. Yeah, that never happened either. See where he went to school. He's connected with Skull and Bones, the Masonic order. You know, all these black leaders over the years speaking out against white people. There's a lot of ignorant white people, but there's a lot of ignorant people of all races. White people aren't running shit in this world. The only people who run this world are the Zionist Jews. And if you don't get that, then you don't get anything. The Zionist Jew is the enemy of humanity. These people need to be eradicated from the earth, wiped out like the plague they are. That's the reason they give you David Duke, the white supremacist, speaking out against the Zionist Jews. They have him speaking the truth, but because he's a KKK member, you know, people are going to say, well, I don't trust him, and I don't like David Duke either. But David Duke, when he speaks against the Zionists, he's telling you the truth. He's a Zionist agent, though. That's why they use him. Just like Hitler was, you know? They've associated Hitler with evil when Hitler told everybody the truth. Go back and listen to everything Hitler said about the Zionist Jews. The worst people to ever live. They're turning the American people into horrible people. He said that's why America has such an awful culture, such awful, dishonest people, because they're ruled over by the Jews there. And he was 100% right. And the bad guys won the World War II. That was us, the nation run by the Jews. That's why there's now the false Jew state of Israel. So I want to be real clear in this video about who the problem is in this world. There's only one group of people that's the problem, the Zionist Jews. And they need to be eradicated. Truly. Truly. They're who run your media. They're who run your world. They're who run your banks. Government, they run it all. And that's why this world's a sick fucking mess that it is, you know? That's why Donald Trump's crammed down our throat every day. You know, Donald Trump, a despicable human being. And the only reason he has any support is because this nation is full of despicable people. Despicable people like other despicable people. And Jewish Zionists are despicable people because they lead culture, because they program media and the people with it. That's how they've made so many despicable people in this nation. It's not just the Zionist Jews that need to go. It's all the people who support them. You know, the majority of America needs to go, to be perfectly honest. It's a nation of mostly awful human beings. Selfish, worshiping all the wrong things, racist, hateful, jealous, ignorant. Just the way the Zionist Jews raised them. Just like Adolf said they were raising them. Go back and listen to Adolf Hitler's speeches. Adolf Hitler, he gave better speeches than any speech you've ever heard from an American president. You know? They told you he was a monster and the enemy because he spoke the truth. A lot of stuff they say about Hitler that isn't true. But at the end of the day, recognize that Hitler was an actor agent as well. You know, just like David Duke. Still, they have these actor agents speak the truth because then they can associate the truth with evil. You see? All right, truth seeker, until next